In the last period, we have seen saturated solution and unsaturated solution. A saturated solution is the solution in which maximum amount of solute is dissolved in a given amount of solvent at a given temperature. Then supersaturated solution, a solution containing greater than the equilibrium amount of solute is said to be supersaturated solution. And solubility. Solubility of a solute is its amount per unit volume of saturated solution at a specific temperature. Now, on the basis of solubility, here Henry's law is given. It states that the solubility of a gas in liquid is directly proportional to the pressure of gas over the solution. Means when we dissolve a gas in liquid, like carbon dioxide in water or oxygen in water, the solubility of gas in liquid is directly proportional to the pressure of gas over the solution. That depends upon the pressure of a gas. Here, S is directly proportional to P. Or if we remove this sign, then equal and constant. So S equal to Kh into P, where S is solubility of a gas. Unit of solubility is mole per liter. Then P is pressure of gas in bar. We know pressure force per unit area. Then Kh, proportionality constant or Henry's law constant. So here unit of Kh, here S equal to Kh into P. So Kh equal to S upon P. Unit of solubility is mole per liter and unit of pressure is bar. So mole per liter per bar. Some gases like ammonia and carbon dioxide, they do not obey Henry's law because they react with water. When ammonia gas react with water, then ammonium hydroxide is obtained, which is reversible reaction. So ammonia and water will again obtain from ammonium hydroxide. Then carbon dioxide and water. Then carbonic acid is obtained, CO2 plus H2O, here H2CO3. So because of this reaction, ammonia and carbon dioxide gases have higher solubility than expected. It means they readily dissolve in water, so they do not obey Henry's law. Here some examples are in our textbook. So first example is the solubility of nitrogen in water at 25 degrees Celsius, and a bar is 6.85 into 10 raised to power 4 mole per liter. So here solubility is 6.85 into 10 raised to power minus 4 mole per decimeter cube, and pressure is 1 bar. So calculate Henry's law constant. We have to find Henry's law constant. We know that according to Henry's law, what is Henry's law? Here Henry's law is given. The solubility of a gas in liquid is directly proportional to the pressure of a gas over the solution. S is directly proportional to P. So S equal to Kh into P. So here S equal to Kh into P. So Kh equal to S upon P. Solubility 6.85 into 10 raised to power minus 4 mole per decimeter cube, and pressure is 1 bar. So Henry's law constant will be upon 1 is as it is. So 6.85 into 10 raised to power minus 4. So unit will be mole per decimeter cube or liter per bar. Means bar inverse. Then from that we have to find out molarity of nitrogen gas dissolved in water. Molarity of gas means here we have to find solubility. We have to find S from this Henry's law constant. So when pressure is given 0.75 bar, pressure of nitrogen is 0.75 bar. In first problem pressure was 1 bar and here pressure is 0.75 bar. So KH equal to 6.85 into 10 raised to power minus 4 mole per decimeter cube per bar. So find solubility. According to Henry's law, S equal to KH into P. So put here value of KH 6.85 into 10 raised to power minus 4 mole per decimeter cube per bar. So put here value of pressure into P. Value of P is 0.75 bar. So by using log table we can multiply it to get the value 5.138. 5.138 into 10 raised to power minus 4. 10 raised to power minus 4 mole per decimeter cube. Mole per decimeter cube or mole per liter. Liter and decimeter cube are same. So in this way we have find value of solubility. Here in first problem solubility and pressure was given. From that we derived value of Henry's law constant, and in second problem from Henry's law constant we have find value of S or molarity. Both are same. In this way we can solve problem on the basis of Henry's law. Thank you.